This is the driving 5 to 6 p.m. hour of the 2015 Horse Radio Network Holiday Radiothon by Weatherbeeta. To hear all 12 hours of the Radiothon, visit horseradionetwork.com. Find it on iTunes on the Horse Radio Network feed by searching Horse Radio Network. If you are listening on the free HRN phone app, you will find all 12 hours under the Stable Scoop Show. Enjoy.
The horse world need wait no longer. The 2015 Horse Radio Network Holiday Radiothon will start in less than 2 minutes. So let's go to Colleen from Weatherbeeta for the call.
This is Colleen from Weatherbeeta. The hosts are saddled up, the prizes are ready, and the holiday voicemails are loaded in the gate. And they're off.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome to Hour 9. We are 2/3 of the way through this, Wendy. We'll make it. It's our hour.
That made me feel a little sad.
It's the driving hour of the Horse Radio Network 12-hour live holiday radiothon by Weatherbeeta, with additional support provided by horselovers.com and, of course, Cavallo Boots. I am Glenn the Geek, and, of course, with me is the host of the driving radio show on this driving hour, Dr. Wendy Ying, and we are your MCs for the entire 12 hours. And, Wendy, we have some special guests coming up today.
Yes, so this hour, we have the host of the driving radio show, me, and also Glenn, and plus our special guest, Gloria Austin, David Saunders, our very own Chester Weber, and Ice Road Trucker and Alaskan Horse Girl, Lisa Kelly. So it's going to be a super fun hour.
It is going to be a super fun hour. And, of course, you know, we're here all day giving away prizes, and we've probably given away $1,500, $2,000 worth of prizes already today. And we have a bunch more to go, including the $1,000 grand prize at the very end of today. The theme for this year's Radiothon is your favorite holiday memories. We've been sharing those, and the listeners have as well. You can call us if you want to be eligible for the prizes. I see we have a couple callers waiting on there. We'll try and get to you quickly at 435-272-1997. 435-272-1997. Even if we don't get you on the air, you'll be qualified for the prizes. And I have a very special voicemail today, and we'll get to the prizes here shortly and to our guests. But our listeners submitted and took a great deal of time to do these for us. And Robin, we heard her earlier sing a song, right? Robin Donahue. She has a carriage business in Texas. Well, she did a very special one. You're going to love this.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you hoo. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show.
She's driving and singing.
And recording.
And recording.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're riding along with a song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy all we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that
Go faster, faster.
And sing our chorus for you.
Oh, is there standard bread?
Yeah, standard bread.
Yay,
Well,
Robin!
okay, well, now I have a little 15 seconds of the blooper that happened when she was doing this. A tractor-trailer truck came by on a two-lane road.
Giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. Oh, crap, there's a big semi. Hold on.
My pony would have been gone. Well, we have some great prizes. Of course, we've been talking about the Cavallo hoof boots all day that are happening here. $99 worth of the best hoof boots around, and we'll talk more about those later. But we have a special guest to introduce the next prize, don't we, Wendy?
Yes, we do. I'm so excited to welcome Gloria Austin to tell us all about her new book. It's the Gloria Austin Carriage Collection, from road cart to full state carriage.
Hi, Gloria. Merry Christmas.
Well, hi, Glenn. How are you? And how's Wendy?
Good.
I'm
We can barely
with
hear
the
you. Are you on a
holiday
speaker,
time.
Gloria?
Pardon me?
Are you on a speakerphone? We can barely hear you. If you are, can you pick
Yes.
up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better, but talk with your outdoor voice.
Okay. All right. With my outdoor voice, is this good enough?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. Very good. I'm happy to be here, and I'm so pleased that you're doing this holiday program with the Christmas theme and all the special stories at holiday time. And I'm also pleased that you're offering a free copy of my book, or I guess I'm offering a free copy.
No, you're
of
offering
the book.
that. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Or a prize winner. And so that's great fun. I have to say I admire you being on the radio all day long. So
We're still here. We haven't collapsed yet, but that's coming.
Well, Gloria, tell us about your book. Does it cover all the carriages in your beautiful collection?
It sure does. It covers, everything from what a runabout is to a phaeton and the difference between those carriages. And there's a section on sleighs as well, which at this holiday time, people might be interested in getting the book as a Christmas gift, and particularly noting the section on sleighs because it talks about wintertime fun and all the different varieties of sleigh bells that there are. And I think probably people at Christmas time would like to read about that. I know one of the questions you asked me is the most interesting place I've ever been at Christmas time, and I'd like to say it was in a New York State snowbank. And that was from being thrown from a bobsled around my farm in New York State, and we always used to like to canter the horses when we had the bobsled out because it made it easier for them to get through the deep snowdrifts. And in the process of cantering around the corners, oftentimes we'd get flung out of a sleigh and end up in a soft snowbank. So it's a lot easier to have a tip over in the snow than it is on the hard surface road or on the gravel trail.
Well, Gloria, thank you so much for your donation today for the book. Where can people buy it if they're looking for the Gloria Austin Carriage Collection?
Well, I have actually 5 books out, and if you go to Amazon.com or even to my website, it will redirect you to Amazon.com, and just look up the author name, Gloria Austin. Maybe Gloria Steinem will come up, or Gloria Vanderbilt, but just keep going and looking for Gloria Austin, and then you'll see all 5 books listed. So, but in the Carriage Collection, this book seems to be the most popular, and it has more than just information on the collection. It has information on sleigh bells, as I said, postilion, riding and driving, restoration, all sorts of little interesting tidbits about urban life when the carriages were used in the cities. And I think people will be fascinated with it, and it makes a great Christmas gift. And in your winner of the prize will get their Christmas gift, and they'll get a copy of the book.
Sounds terrific. Thank you so much, Gloria. We really appreciate it. And I know you have David Saunders there with you, but we have a lousy connection with you. Could you just hang up and have David call us right back, even from a different phone maybe, and we'll get a little better connection because we want to talk to him. We'll just...
very good.
Okay, thank you, Gloria. Merry Christmas.
Okay,
bye. Right, bye-bye. All right, we'll get David Saunders back on here. And, of course, David, if you don't know, if you're not a regular listener to the Driving Radio Show, was coachman to the Queen for 20 years in Prince Philip there at the Royal Mews at the Buckingham Palace. And he has I bet you he has some stories about Christmas time for sure. While we're waiting for David, we're going to go to one of our listeners who called in. That's Lindsay Roush. Hello, Lindsay.
Hey, Glenn. Hey, Wendy. How you guys doing?
Merry Christmas. Lindsay led off our day with her poem about the whole day coming up, and we loved it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I wish I'd known you'd swapped out the dressage hour sooner, and I would have tried to do a little rewrite.
Well, that's okay. I mean, you didn't know, and you put a lot of work into that. If you didn't hear it, you can go back and listen to the recorded version to the first hour, the hit 'em hour of the show. We played that. That took a lot of work, Lindsay.
It took me over a week to write it.
I bet. I bet. And then you were trying to record it with your husband, like remodeling the house.
Yeah. We're missing a few walls in our downstairs at the moment, but it's what you get when you buy a 100-year-old house.
Oh, we know. We all know. We've all been there with the 100-year-old house. That's for sure. Well, we are so happy to have you involved that way, and so glad that you called in to say hello to us.
Merry Christmas to you guys. I was glad I was able to get through.
All right. Merry Christmas, Lindsay. Take care.
Should we talk about our grand prize at the end of the day?
Oh, yes. Let's talk about our grand prize.
All
Lindsay,
right.
you're eligible for this.
At the end of the day, at
Yes.
8:50 Eastern.
I have my fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll have our grand prize giveaway of $1,000 worth of prizes. And it will consist of the Benefab Rejuvenate Smart Scrim Sheet, 2 1/2 gallons of Soar No More Performance Ultra, a pair of Dublin Lifestyle boots, and a Weatherbeeta Freestyle Detached Neck Medium Turnout Blanket. So everybody can still qualify by calling in at 435-272-1997.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Lindsay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. All right, we have David Saunders back on with us. And as I said, David is co-host of the Driving Radio Show here once a month. And I love hanging out with him every month, and he has great stories to tell. David, let's hope we have a better connection.
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, that's much better. Yes, much better. Thank you so much for calling back. Merry Christmas, David.
Thank you very much. And Her Majesty Wendy's there, who's the main host, and having worked for the Queen and for Gloria, the Queen of Wearsdale and the Queen of England for so long, I'm used to playing the Prince Consort. So I'm happy to play second fiddle to you.
Well, Wendy's waiting for you to bow. You can curtsy any time now.
That's not true.
I can
That's
bow,
not
but
true,
I can't
David.
curtsy. I'm
You
sorry.
can't curtsy? Okay.
Unless I'm wearing my kilt, and then when I'm wearing my kilt, I may curtsy. But,
Okay, so David, before you tell us about your favorite holiday memory, which I'm sure there's 1,000 in your case, I got to tell you a funny Queen story today. So, not funny, because it involves one of the bad things that happened during our show today is we were interviewing Bob Baffert, of all people, during Monty Roberts' segment, and the live feed crashed because we killed the server interviewing Bob Baffert. And of course, we all know who Bob is, right? And everybody was waiting for that interview, and the live feed crashes, which you'll be able to hear later on the recorded version, no problem. But Monty Roberts was on with us, and then he hung up, and 2 minutes after he hung up with us, the Queen called. I got a message from him that said, I just talked to the Queen, and you guys came up in the conversation. So we're not sure what that was about, good or bad.
I thought we were in trouble.
I thought we were too.
I thought we were in big trouble.
But, so be careful what you say, apparently, David, is all I'm saying.
Okay, well, I only say nice things about the royal family because I had a really nice time working for them. No, I know. I worked for 20 years there, so I don't want to jeopardize my pension because I'm due to get it fairly soon. I'm getting a bit more vintage, so I don't want to jeopardize my pension, for God's sake.
I can understand that. So what is your favorite holiday memory?
Well, yes, there are so many. And as it's Christmas time, I thought I'd tell a story about Christmas with the royal family. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're all sitting comfortably because I'm going to tell you a nice story about Her Majesty the Queen. The Queen and the royal family have this habit of going to Sandringham House. The Sandringham House is in Norfolk. It's 30,000 acres of country estate, mostly farms that are rented out. But the Queen goes there for the pheasant shooting and to have house guests over Christmas. And she stays in this lovely house, Sandringham House, for Christmas. Well, when His Royal Highness Prince Philip started carriage driving many, many years ago now, he decided that while he was there, it was a good time for him to drive in between the shoots, because most of the time, I've told you all this before, he doesn't really have a lot of time to drive. He would drive, maybe once, twice a week, or sometimes not for 2 or 3 weeks, and then for 4 or 5 days. So we came up with this plan to take the driving horses, to Sandringham. But the Queen had for many years taken riding horses, so she could ride around the estate. And we took the horses there, and we had this fell pony called Laddie, who'd come down from Balmoral. And Laddie was a little bit of a wayward boy and was struggling. He really wasn't very good at driving, and he really wasn't very good at carrying up in Scotland, they used them for carrying the stag off the hill. And so Prince Philip had said to me, "Can you sort Laddie out?" So I said, sure, bring him down. So I brought him down, and anyway, for about a week we had a lot of snow, and I couldn't really do much with the horses because I didn't have a horse-drawn sleigh. But I found this little single sleigh, and so I take Laddie out, this little black fell pony, with one of my boys, and we're driving down the country lanes. And I see in the distance Her Majesty riding very elegantly with the stud groom, Roger Oliver, at the time, and I think a couple of house guests. And, of course, the next person on the country lane that we come across is the Royalty Protection Services, your kind of secret service, we call them here, but in England they're called the Royalty Protection Service. So up comes this Range Rover, and they pull to the side to let me go by because they know who I am. And this Range Rover promptly gets stuck in the ditch. It's got no traction. So exactly, and I'm thinking the Queen is getting further and further away, and I'm thinking, oh dear, this is going to be not very good, because these boys are going to start panicking now because no one's got eyes on the Queen.
Right.
And so I turned around and went back, and I said, "Would you like me to pull you out?" So these police officers that will remain nameless said to me, "David, why didn't you foxtrot Oscar?" And I said, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Oh, seriously, I can pull you out." And they said, no, this is a Range Rover. We can get out of anything. So I said, "Okay, well, I'll sit and wait for a little bit." And they still couldn't get out. So I said, "Honestly, do you have a tow rope? I can pull you out." They said, "No, you can't pull us out with that little pony." I said, "Just watch." So I took the pony, as sure as God made apples. I took this pony out of the sleigh, hooked it on the front of this Range Rover, and we pulled, because all it needed was some traction, actually,
right.
But no one could, even people pushing were slipping on the ice, but this pony had, really was a good puller. So we pulled these red-faced policemen out of the ditch, and they said, "Now, Saunders, don't you tell anyone." So I said, now when a policeman tells you not to tell anyone, you've got to tell everyone. So I get, well, of course, me and my lad on the back, we get back, and then we go down the pub later that night, and on the Sandringham estate, and of course the tractor driver saw, and one of the gamekeepers saw it, because it was big. "Oh, we saw you pulling those poor old policemen out of the ditch with that little pony," and I said, yes, funny, and we're all having a drink. So the next day, His Royal Highness Prince Philip comes down, and so we're driving along. He says, "Oh, how's Laddie doing?" And I said, "Oh, he's fine." He said, "I hear you had to rescue the policeman." And I said, "How the hell did you hear that?" So he said, somebody told the chauffeur. The chauffeur told a member of the royal family. That member of the royal family told the Queen, and the Queen told Prince Philip. So me and Laddie were visited later that afternoon by the Queen. She came down and petted him and said, "I think we'll keep this boy because he's handy at pulling the police out of ditches." So that's my little.
So cute.
Yeah, exactly. But they were fascinated because they didn't realise what horses can do, and of course, it just needed. And Wendy, that the power of a pony is, in proportion, is much more than a big horse.
Yeah.
And they can, and all your pony listeners will verify that. But this little pony just got down and pulled us out. So Laddie was the kind of the belle of the ball that Christmas for everyone. So that's really my story of saving the royalty protection officers of the Metropolitan Police on a Christmas, over Christmas at Sandringham House.
What a super story. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I never heard that one before. That's a great.
Your
story.
stories are all great, but that one especially is very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as I say, Glenn, I've still got a million of them, so I'm hoping you're going to keep me as the guest host, you and Wendy.
Oh, yes, you're not going anywhere.
Because I've got a million stories, good and bad and indifferent, and they all involve me and various members of the royal family and other important people. So,
and David's
anyway,
with us.
I'm happy to be on, and I'm glad you're doing this, and I'm looking forward to my next episode, which will be at the end of next month, won't it?
That's right. You'll be on actually Christmas week.
All right, more Christmas stories.
Yeah, we'll get more Christmas stories from David. David's always on with us the last week of the month in the Driving Radio Show. We always have a European report, and we check in with everybody from Europe and find out what's going on over there. So it's a lot of fun. We thoroughly have enjoyed having you. Wendy has enjoyed the break every month, so she appreciates it too, because she is the queen. It only works a little bit.
I know. I get exhausted. My voice has to rest.
Yeah, she can't.
I'm like the Mariah Carey of the Driving Radio Show.
Thank you, David. Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks a lot and good luck. Well done. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, David. He is a lot of fun to work with.
He's the best. I love listening to him, too. And I think our listeners all agree that he is a wonderful storyteller.
Yes. Well, we've had some unbelievable guests today. We started with Charlie Daniels. We've been going through the day. We had Bob Baffert on. We've had, I just can't name them. We've had all these very important people, Lynn Palm and Julie Goodnight, and on and on and on throughout the day. We've had the CEO of RFD TV, and now...
But now we have Mr. Big Time on.
That's it. Now, none of them compare to the next guest.
Our next guest is the one and only Chester Weber. Welcome, Chester.
Hey, guys. How are you?
No introduction, but you have to follow Bob Baffert and Charlie Daniels. So, just saying.
Well, it's good company.
We love you the best, Chester. So what are you going to do for Christmas? You have an exciting, now you have the baby. You must be having exciting Christmas plans.
Yeah, we'll be at home in Ocala for Christmas. Everything seems to be, it's harder to travel with a little one. And so we're at home for Christmas and New Year's. But it's, we spend probably 3 or 4 months a year in the summer on the road. So being at home is a good thing.
Oh, yeah. Being at home must be a true luxury for you because all that travel really wears you out. But are you doing anything different this Christmas because you have the little Douglas rather than what you've done in the past?
We're getting a Christmas tree. I saw that, somebody came today, and I guess I get to decorate a Christmas tree, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I was thinking that we shouldn't put any ornaments below, 3.5, 4 feet, because if not, they will end up broken or on the ground.
Yeah.
It's like when you have a puppy.
You
need to keep the ornaments high.
I have to find Nerf ornaments or something.
There you go.
Like
they probably sell those,
ornaments
Chester, I'm sure. Do you have a favorite holiday memory for us, Chester? Do you have a favorite holiday memory?
Sure. For my family, Thanksgiving has always been a big holiday time and a big holiday. We always spent Thanksgiving when we were little kids at the farm in Ocala, and always had sort of an early dinner, and then went to have watch a movie. And I don't know, this year on Thanksgiving, I went to see the Hunger Games. But I have some great recollections of being a kid and being in Ocala for Thanksgiving and driving draft horses, and it sort of being cool in the afternoon with my dad, and some great memories there.
How did you used to drive the 8 up around the farm after your Thanksgiving dinner?
No. After Thanksgiving dinner, my family always went to watch a movie. I think for the last few years with my nieces and nephews, we always go to watch the series of Hunger Games movies.
I was, that
I thought
struck
you were
me.
saying that you
That
wanted
actually
to start
struck
the
me when you
draft.
said you want to watch the Hunger Games, because I did too. And I love that series. But when you said it, I went, I didn't picture Chester as a Hunger Games
Everybody
type.
likes the Hunger
I
Games.
guess. Yes.
It was great. I was there with nieces and nephews. I had a niece who was in the, sitting just next to me, crying her head off. How could they do that?
Oh my
Her mom
God.
saying,
You had to
and
explain it
her,
all.
I think she was 9 or something like that, and probably a little over her head. And her mom saying, she's like, "Mom, this is scary. I have to get out of here." And her mom's like, "Well, just hang on 1 second and get out of here."
You can suffer through it, kid.
Because she didn't want to leave.
Yeah. Well, I have to do a disclaimer here. Every time the Hunger Games comes up on our show, Chester, we have to do a disclaimer and say that Wendy is the only one that we know that has been between Jennifer Lawrence's legs.
That's true.
So we're just...
Exactly.
It's true. Now, she was driving a chariot at the time, but that's why she was doing that. But, yeah, we always have to do that disclaimer. Chester, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. You come on our show anytime we ask, and even when you're in Europe, we just so appreciate you and all of the time you give us here at the Horse Radio Network, and especially the Driving Radio Show.
It is the Driving Radio Show is great, and you guys do great things to help us get people out to Live Oak, and we have some great plans in 2016 for Live Oak with the National Four and Hen Championships there again, and exciting jumping on the docket. And we're talking about, I think we have a good plan to add the prelim division back to Live Oak, which will help sort of the grassroots of the driving sport. And I don't know, some exciting.
Oh, those prelim drivers are going to be wetting themselves knowing they can go to Live Oak this year.
Oh, what about when they're walking the gulch? That's when they're going to be wetting themselves.
They will be full on excited, I'm sure.
Yeah.
When is it again this year, Chester?
It's the last days of February, so we always think of the 28th of February being the last day of February. That's the Sunday, the 28th.
Okay.
So it's the 25th through the 28th, but actually this year the 29 days in February because of the leap year.
Oh, good. Okay, so check it out at what's the website?
LiveOakInternational.com.
LiveOakInternational.com is where you can find it. If you have not been to Live Oak and you are a driver, first of all, you should just move to Russia because you've missed it. But you need to add it to your bucket list, and you need to come to Ocala, Florida in February and see Live Oak. It's just it's a driver's dream to see that event and to see Chester's beautiful farm, which I drive by every day on my way past. And I wave, but you never wave back. Just saying. I got to bring my pony over and drive over at your farm one of these days, Chester. I got to do that.
I was actually teasing. I said with all these prelim drivers, I can't wait till the phone starts ringing of, do you think I could come and train one day there? It's always sort of funny to listen to these calls. No, you can't come 30 days before the show. We don't let anybody. I don't train there myself. It's not fair.
Well, I'm not training for anything, so I'm allowed.
Well, this is why they need to plan ahead.
Okay.
You are a fabulous teacher, and they should be taking lessons with you beforehand.
Right. Wendy has experience with that,
you are
so
a fabulous
that's right.
teacher.
There you go.
We have to get you back out driving, Wendy.
Oh,
she's too lazy.
She's too lazy now. You'll never get her back. ChesterWeber.com. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And Merry Christmas.
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Well, I know there's callers on the line, but to be honest, we're going to be extremely honest here. We're going to go to our voicemail package because Wendy and I both need to take a break. It's been hours, so we need to take a break. It's a short voicemail package, but these listeners put a lot of time and effort into their voicemails. Let's take a listen, and then we're coming back with Ice Road trucker Lisa Kelly right after these words from Weatherbeeta.
Is your horse blanket friendly, or does he fall into the category of blanket wrecker or the dreaded blanket Houdini? Whether you need super durable fabrics and many comfort features available in the freestyle range, the traditional styling fit of the original turnouts, or the great value of Gennaro, Weatherbeeta has the perfect blanket to fit your horse's personality and needs. Weatherbeeta turnouts come in a variety of weights, neck styles, fit sizes, and colors. See the full collection at weatherbeeta.com.
You have reached the Horse Radio Network voicemail line. Please leave your voicemail after the tone.
These listener voicemails are brought to you by EquestrianCollections.com for the whole universe of holiday shopping.
Hey, Glenn and Wendy, this is Sarah Thompson checking in with the Driving Radio Show. And I'd like to wish everybody at the Horse Radio Network a very Merry Christmas from American Heritage Carriage. And this evening, my daughter Fiona and I are out for a drive with our horse Sprocket. And Sprocket is a 18 Hampshire Percher and Cross. He's black with a white blaze and two white hinds. And we're driving a big drift show cart. It's white with blue pinstriping. Just to give you the picture, it's a beautiful, clear day. The sun is going down and the moon is almost full. And we're driving in the lovely rolling hills in the countryside of southeastern Indiana through woods and cattle fields. And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes, this is Joanne Strauss calling, and I'd like to leave this for the Driving Radio Show. My fondest Christmas memory is last year, my daughter Robin and her family came to visit me from Texas, and we hitched up my horse Breck to his carriage and put sleigh bells on and drove around the neighborhood singing Christmas carols. It was daytime because we don't drive at night. And we all had a grand time and got really silly. And I would certainly enjoy doing that again this year. Thank you. Happy holidays.
Hey, Glenn. Hey, Wendy. This is Tony Troyer from Illinois. Just
Hey, Tony.
To go and wish you guys a happy holidays and a wonderful Christmas. Hope you're doing well down there in Florida. And, you know, I just can't believe it's been so many years since I've been on your show. You have a good one. Here's my little tune. Dashing through the snow, sleigh, for the fields we go. I got bucked off. I got to start over. Talk to you later.
Hi, this is Peggy Belvin, calling from Loxahatchee, Florida.
Oh, Peggy.
Hi, Peggy.
Glenn and Wendy at the Driving Radio Show. My favorite show of all. You keep me company.
Of course.
1 hour a week while I work on the computer. Look forward to it every week. I wanted to wish a special Merry Christmas to the Southeast Regional Florida Whips. Special people dedicated to wonderful, wonderful driving all across the southeast side of Florida. Driving's enriched us so much, making friends all the way across the state. So I hope Santa's sleigh sprinkles you with good health and good cheer this Christmas. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
That's a 4. Equestrian Collections has been one of our longest-running sponsors, almost from day one 8 years ago, and Equestrian Collections makes holiday shopping super easy. Been using them for years for my holiday gifts. Shop the entire collection of top brands like Mountain Horse, Heritage Gloves, or Ovation on EquestrianCollections.com. Equestrian Collections is the place for you, rider or driver. Visit EquestrianCollections.com, HRN Gifts, plus for Horse Radio Network listeners only, use the coupon code GETGIFTED, all one word, for free shipping over $79 at EquestrianCollections.com/HRN Gifts. Well, we thank Equestrian Collections, HorseLovers.com, and Weatherbeeta.com for being our primary sponsors for this day. And without them, we wouldn't be here. But without the listeners, we wouldn't be here either. And we've had we have over 100,000 listeners to the Horse Radio Network, and a lot of them are calling in today. And that includes Aaron from Arizona. Merry Christmas, Aaron. Erin, are you
Oh,
there?
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Can you hear
Christmas,
me now?
Erin. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Tell us about your favorite Christmas memory.
So, when I was asked to share my favorite Christmas memory, it was really wonderful and a special place in my heart because I just recently put my gelding, my very first horse, down. So this Christmas memory is actually a few years back. I was 16 years old, and I just got my first horse just a couple weeks ago, and my mom drove me out to the barn. At this time, we were in Central Virginia at a really small private barn, and I took Semper out, and we went and rode. And as we were riding, it was Christmas Eve. The snow started to come down for the first time that year. It hadn't snowed yet. And it started to flurry, and it actually ended up being just like a big snow globe. We were the only people out there that day. And we rode, we did a few jumps. But it's something that I hold very near and dear to my heart. And that was one of our very first rides together. So my favorite Christmas memory would definitely be that shared time with Thumper on that beautiful snowy evening.
That is so neat.
Beautiful.
And we're
Well,
sorry
thank
about
you.
the loss of your horse, but you'll always have those memories. We've all had that lifetime horse. Most of us have had our lifetime horse, but we always have those fond memories. Even years after you lose them, they're always still there with you, right?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. I mean, he is the love of my life, and I'll always miss him. But we had some incredible years together, and not a lot of people get that. So I'm really thankful for those years, and I'm thankful for such a patient horse to learn on.
You know what? And when you really will miss him, Erin, is when you get the next horse and he's a jerk. And then you're going to be, every time you're riding, you're going to be going, oh, I wish I had that one back. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Well, thank you for having me on today.
All right.
And
Thanks, Erin.
I'm really excited. I love the driving show, and I love driving, so.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, Erin. And now you're entered into the prize pool for the big $1,000 giveaway tonight.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Yay! Thank
All
you.
right. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye-bye.
And that was Erin from Arizona. And, we're going to get to our next guest here in a second, but I got to talk to Robin Donahue. She was the one that did our opener for the show today. And in case you missed it, she did this really nice song. She's a beautiful singer, and she's absolutely, we just love her to death. She's one of our biggest fans and auditors here at the Horse Radio Network. But I'm not going to play the whole opener again where she was driving her horse and singing and trying to stay on the road and hold the phone and do everything at the same time. Instead, I'm going to play the short version of almost getting run off the road by a semi-truck.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. Oh crap, there's a big semi.
Was that Lisa Kelly running you off the road?
It was.
It must have been.
It wasn't cold enough to be Lisa Kelly.
Well, thank you, Robin, for all your submissions today, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, guys. Yeah, that was real fun, driving one-handed, holding my phone to record and read the lyrics because I can't remember the words to that song.
Oh, my God.
And stay on the road. And I was
really
heading
dangerous.
home, which, you're never supposed to trot going home, but I got a call from a friend who was talking my ear off on the way out. And so it's like, well, I really want to do this. I didn't hook up for nothing. And so on the way back, and that's why she's like speeding up.
We're going
home.
It was funny how your song kept up with the beat of her hooves, though. That was really good. Robin, give a quick
my rhythm, so I had to follow along.
Give a plug to your business and your website.
Oh, FantasiaCarriage.com. And I have a wonderful vis-a-vis carriage that's black velvet
on interior and then white with black filigree on the outside. And I just did all the retouch paint on it, and we've got a Christmas party to do this weekend, and
Well,
I'm really looking forward to doing that.
Well, have fun at that. Thank you, Robin. We appreciate you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, guys.
So I have a story to tell. A couple of years ago, I got an email or a Facebook message from Elisa. And she said, I listen to your shows all the time while I'm driving my truck. And I said, oh, that's nice. You know, it was another listener checking in, and we love to hear from our listeners. Until I looked it up, and I went, wait a minute, I just saw her on TV. Is that the same Lisa Kelly, Ice Road Trucker Lisa Kelly, and she's listening to our shows? And it was. Merry Christmas, Lisa Kelly.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
It's been so much fun having you on the shows over the years. We love, love, love talking to you up there in Alaska.
Oh, that's awesome. I can always tell you how miserable it is. You can tell me how hot it is there.
Yeah, we love that part. We did something really neat, though. We surprised Lisa. Can I tell this story, too? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Was it last year or the year before? Last year, I think, right, Lisa?
It was last year. It wasn't long ago. That was pretty awesome of you guys.
Well, what we did is there's two Lisa Kellys in this world. There's Ice Road Trucker Lisa Kelly, the beautiful Ice Road Trucker from the TV show, the only one you really want to watch. And then there's Lisa Kelly, who is the wonderful singer from the Celtic Women. And I happen to know both of them. Well, I didn't know Lisa Kelly, the singer. But you two have been confused for each other for years on Facebook. People would go to yours and they'd post about how well you sing. And I've heard Lisa sing. It ain't that good. So, and then they would post on Lisa Kelly's page and the singer about how great a truck driver she was and how good the show was. So, and they had never met. So we actually got the singer on, and we surprised you by bringing her on, and we didn't tell you anything. And the two of you got to chat. It was such a cool moment.
Yeah, it was. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Well, we love you, Lisa. So tell us what your favorite holiday memory is.
You know, I was trying to think of one, and I can't think of anything because all we do is like sit around the house and open presents and gimme and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, I can't think of a favorite, but I can think of moments until I just heard the last caller talking about singing to the beat of the hooves when he said that.
Yeah.
And it totally reminded me of when I was little. We would take our horse out, like the most stubborn, worst horse ever. Like the day we bought him and tried to load him up in a trailer, it took like 5 grown men 3 hours to get him in a trailer.
Oh,
it was like the worst horse ever, but he's like the Marley horse, you know? We went to go get a Christmas tree with him. So we tied it behind him, and I have very vague memories of it, but I remember he didn't know what was chasing him, so he kept going faster and faster till he ran all the way home with our Christmas tree.
Oh, no.
That's funny.
What did your Christmas tree look like?
Yeah, yeah. Did you keep the Christmas tree?
Yeah, of course. There's lots of snow cushion the broken branches. Maybe put that foot on the wall or something. I don't know.
It was like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Now, Lisa, I gotta ask.
How all our Christmas trees look.
You work a lot on Christmas, though, don't you? You've worked in the past, haven't you? Have I read?
Oh yeah. You bet. Whether they have something to go or not is whether I have a choice, and I usually end up celebrating like the day after or a week before, or just whenever it's convenient. So you know what, though, I need to start a Christmas tradition that I do appreciate, because I never realized how just kind of boring and monotonous my Christmases were.
Well, Lisa, I got to tell you.
Share a Christmas memory. I'm like, I don't have any of those.
You know, you have started Ice Road Truckers, the TV show, how long ago?
Oh, my gosh. I was 27. So I'd have to count. It's a good 7-8 years now.
Wow.
Which is a long run for a TV show of any kind, right? I mean, that's a pretty good run. Did you ever imagine when you started that 7-8 years later you would have 500,000 followers and be the most famous trucker in the world?
No, of course not. That's crazy talk.
At what point, was it after the first season, the second season? At what point did that popularity really start to just take off?
maybe, I don't know. It was almost even before I aired. They did like my first season, and then they do a poll online of who they're the most excited to see. And I was like the first girl, and it was just like numbers were overwhelming that they want to see how the girl does over the guys. So it just kind of even started there.
Oh wow! And are you still doing it? Are you still on the show?
Yeah, still so far. I mean, going on.
Well, they
season
can't
10,
have the
that's
show
a
without
long
you,
running.
Lisa. You're it. I mean, in my opinion, you're it. But then I'm biased. You're the only horse girl on the show, so we're biased.
And we don't
You're
want to
right.
watch it if there's no horse girls on it.
That's right. We're all for the horse
Forget
girls.
it.
I know. I've tried really hard to get my horses on it too. I've had Rocky on it a few times, and I've had Guy on it a few times. So,
Yay,
put horses in
representing.
there.
Well, one of these days, Wendy and I are going to get to Alaska, and we're going to do a show from your house.
Oh, you totally should. I can't wait. I'll start
So
cleaning
fun.
now.
Yeah,
Glenn's letting us go on road trips now. I'm so happy.
Are you going to take us for a drive?
Maybe. I haven't been doing any long distance stuff lately. I kind of took the summer off and been just playing with horses and racing.
No, we
my
meant
dirt
a
bikes
carriage
and-
drive. We didn't mean a truck. We want a carriage drive.
Oh, a carriage drive? Heck yes!
All
I
right.
can handle that.
Oh, good, because we don't care about
You're
the
gonna
truck. We want to go to
you're gonna be
carriage drive.
disappointed. Oh, I'm like, you're going to be disappointed at how untrained my horses are at carriages.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen
Wendy
Scooter
told me a
yet.
thing
So.
or two.
Well, Lisa Kelly, we do love you. Thank you so much for joining us again. You know, if you want to become the 500,001 follower, you go to Lisa Kelly on Facebook. And it's anytime Lisa, this is so hilarious. And I know you're just sitting back chuckling about this too. Anytime she posts anything on her Facebook page, there's 5,000 comments. And it can be, I had cereal for breakfast and I really liked it. And there's 5,000 comments on how people love their cereal too.
Oh my God, Lisa.
Lisa,
I had cereal too.
which cereal
I feel
did
like
you have?
We're soulmates.
We have so much in common. I eat cereal too.
We're not making fun of you, Lisa. You know we love you.
Oh, no, of course not. It's
We're a little
crazy life.
jealous is
We're
all.
totally jealous.
We're just jealous.
We're totally.
Oh,
look,
you
here's
shouldn't be.
here's an example. Does the weekend have to go by that fast? I think we should make Monday part of the weekend too. Be a much better Monday person if that were the case. You got 4,712 likes. You rock.
That's hilarious.
You rock, Lisa. I'm
Lisa,
glad I'm your friend.
it's like a big game to Lisa too.
Lisa,
this
you
whole
know
thing.
what? Lisa, you know what? I hate Mondays too.
What's that?
So I feel like we're soulmates.
Yeah, we're sisters.
Because I hate Mondays too.
I'm not totally bad with Mondays because my husband doesn't work Mondays and neither do I. So Mondays are actually part of my weekend. So that's good.
Oh, now you just blew it
now
for
you
everybody.
lied to your Facebook fans.
They're not listening anyways.
Sorry. I'm just sympathizing.
Lisa, you're going to have to come on
I
and
feel
co-host
your
the show with
pain.
us one day too,
Yeah.
and spend the whole hour with us. That'd be fun.
I would love that.
Thank you, Lisa Kelly. We appreciate you, and Merry Christmas to you and your husband and all the four-legged critters up there.
Oh, goodness. Yep, I'll have to tell you about my latest critter pretty soon.
All
So
right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lisa. God, I love her. She's so much fun.
I know. She's super. I love her laugh. Her laugh is like so infectious.
You know what it is with Lisa? Her whole life is a game. You know, there's these people that can go through their lives just playing a big game and having a ball doing it.
I don't think it's a game. I think she just has such a positive attitude that whatever life throws her way, she like totally embraces and makes the best out of it.
Oh, and we should have had her on to. We have somebody to help us do.
Who?
We have somebody here to help us pick a winner for our prizes.
Who is it?
I can't think of anybody better than Ann Pringle.
Oh,
hey,
yay.
Ann.
Hi. I'd be happy to help.
Yeah, well, great. Ann Pringle, of course, of the Driving Digest, one of our great sponsors here on the Driving Radio Show. And we are in hour 9. We're going into hour 10 next hour.
We're getting a little bit loopy.
Yeah, we are getting a little loopy.
Well, I was wondering, I'm sitting here with my glass of wine. I wish you could join me, but I'm sure you
too.
will soon. And I just want you to know you sound just as fresh as you must have sounded at 9 o'clock this morning.
Really?
God. We've been
Wow,
drinking a lot of
fake
coffee.
it good. We fake it good, Ann, let me tell you. We're wearing out. But this has been kind of refreshing for us to do our own show,
Yeah.
you know, to do the driving show. That's been kind of nice.
Because
I
all
can
our buddies.
imagine.
Yeah, and anytime we talk to Lisa Kelly, it's just
and
the
Chester,
and Chester,
and David,
and David,
Gloria.
and Gloria. I mean, we've had them all, and now we have you, Ann, of the Driving Digest, and we love talking to you.
Well, thank you. I love talking to you.
Well, do you want to help us pick some prizes for some very special people?
Sure.
Let me tell you what the prizes are. The first one is the Cavallo ELB hoof boots, valued at $99. The Cavallo ELB are the world's most affordable hoof boots. They're ideal for rehab and therapeutic purposes, or makes an excellent spare tire for a lost shoe. For barefoot horses and ponies that require protection only on limited occasions, the ELB is the perfect solution as well. Look for the complete lineup of Cavallo hoof boots at your local tack store or visit cavalloinc.com. Then the next prize we have is Gloria Austin's signed book, the Gloria Austin Carriage Collection from Road Cart to Full Estate Carriage. And Gloria told us about that.
Can I win that one?
I know.
I know we all won it, actually.
And it has all, Gloria told us in the beginning of the hour, it has all kinds of information about her carriage collection, plus educational information about sleigh bells, sleighs, everything. So what great prizes.
Well, there you go. There's what we have for you to give away. Now, Ann, if you could help us out, you need to pick a number between 2 and 137. Will win the Cavallo hoof boots that are scooter approved.
I'll pick number 87.
87 is Misty West.
Hey, Misty West.
Congratulations. Misty. And then we need another number for Gloria's book.
Gloria's book, Gloria Austin Carriage Collection.
How about 61?
61 is Stacy Brown.
Stacy Brown, congratulations. You have won the book. And we want to tell you, if you're a carriage driver, if you're anything even interested in carriages, then you have to get the magazine, The Driving Digest. We look forward to it every time it comes in. It comes in 6 times a year. It's a cheap, inexpensive gift to buy that carriage driver in your life. It's $30 for 6 issues. And they have the best articles. Matter of fact, in the last one, they had an article about Wendy and I. Yay! And good pictures. It's the best article that's ever been in the magazine from the time it started. Oh, no?
You've
gone
wasn't. Crazy.
No, I'm getting a little loopy. But, Ann, we
you
really
are
like
getting a little loopy.
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. Well, thank you so much, Ann. We appreciate your support, and Merry Christmas
You're
to you.
welcome.
All right, take
Hang
care.
in there.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, we're going to have to call it an hour because we did it through the driving show, and we've just had we get to talk to the coolest people in our job.
You know what? I have to thank you, driving people, because you just totally inspired me. I was feeling a little low when you said this is hour 9. My heart sank. Really, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can make it. And you driving people just totally recharged me. So thanks, guys.
We are going to head into our song, and then coming up next hour, you're going to love the next hour too. We have Lisa Wysocki. Of course, she's a very famous author. She's going to be with us co-hosting the Author Hour. We're going to talk books next hour, horsey books, of course. And we have a lot of guests on, including Gene Abernathy of Fergus fame. You know Fergus, the cartoon horse everybody loves?
Yeah.
Well, Fergus's mommy's going to be here.
Awesome.
And I hear that we're going to hear also about Fergus's favorite Christmas memory. So that's all coming up in the next hour. But now we're going to have a song or two for you. This is Fleur Magali, and she is out of Switzerland. She is a horse girl. We love her music. This is called Smile Like a Sunshine, and then have yourself a merry little Christmas. We'll be back with Author Hour. I love this song. I love her.
This is how I feel. You my man of steel. You make me wanna make me smile like a sunshine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whenever I'm in need, you take over the lead. You make me wanna make me smile. sunshine.